Welcome to Yarn Tales and Hooks. My name is Anita. I consist of the hooks part of this channel. And this, is Miko. He consists of the tails part of this channel. I was waving his tail, but you can't see it. There you can. Okay, I'll leave your tail alone. I'm sorry. So Miko is my Pomsky, and I love him very much. And he does not want to cuddle right now. Do you? Do you? Do you? Okay. So today is Monday at the time, anyway, when you're seeing this, it is Monday. So Monday is time for Mosaic Monday. Now I have a small finished project to show, and I have a large finished object to show, but I can't really show it because it was shipped off in the mail, but I did take pictures of the progress. So let's start with the small one, which I am wearing. So, I forgot the name of this pattern. I meant to write it down. I wrote down the other important stuff, but I forgot to write down the stuff about this pattern. Anyway, so this is a paid for pattern. I will link it in the description box down below. I want to say it was Festival Fingerless Mitts or something like that. I might be wrong though. So these, very simple mosaic pattern. So the reason why I made these, here's the front. The reason why I made these, I'm sorry Miko, there's not room on the couch for you to, I move over. There, is that better? The reason why I made these was because I don't know if you're familiar with the hooker versus hooker thing that Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming and Jan from the Alaskan Crafter have been doing this year. But if you're not familiar with it, a quick rundown is Jan and Laura host every month, and they do a number of lives. They'll do a live to pick the people, to announce the people who are participating, and then they do a live to announce the projects and the colors used, and then they do another live to reveal what everybody made. So there is Laura and Jan are always participating, and then they have an email where people can say, hey, I want to pick colors, or hey, I want to pick next month's project, or hey, I want to make the project. So they have one podcaster to make the project, one subscriber to make the project, and then a person to pick the pattern and a person to pick the colors. And then they, at the end of the month, they all get on, they reveal their projects, and we all in the chat vote for the winner. So it's lots and lots of fun. But unfortunately, I haven't been feeling the projects. I haven't been feeling the colors. I haven't been feeling the projects. So I think I participated once or twice. Actually, I think it was only once, maybe twice. I don't remember. But Linan from Nita's Knots Crochet, she picked the colors. I'm not sure if she actually picked the project or if there was someone else involved. But anyway, whoever picked the project did an outstanding job. The colors, outstanding job. Both things right up my alley. So these were the colors that were picked. As you can see, black, white, and gray. And I knocked these out in a day. Yes, so it's got ribbing on the cuff. And the great thing about these, like, had I known prior to making the first one, like, I carried the yarn up on the first one that I made. Which one was it? Was it this one? Yes, it was this one. So I'm going to turn it inside out and show you. See where I carried the yarn up the side there? But when I had it inside out, I'm like, you know, I like the way it looks inside out. So the second one, I did not carry the yarn up. This is what it looks like inside out. So they could be reversible if you don't do what I did for the first one. And you can wear them here. I want to put one way, one the other. And you can look at them side by side. Yes. Okay. See, that one and that one. And it looks a little messy here because I just crocheted over my tails. I like the way I like the way they both look. And I wish I would not have carried my yarn because, yeah, I like it. Anyway, so this pattern only costs, I think it was $2. It was in a different currency. I think it worked out to like $2.50 or $2.60 or something like that, US currency. And the pattern called for a DK weight yarn and a 3.75 hook. So the yarn I used was Lion Brand Feels Like Butter and Red Heart Amour. They're basically the same yarn. They feel exactly the same. So the Red Heart Amour, I think, was the black, and the Lion Brand was the white and gray. And they feel they're the same yarn. They're the same thing. So that is not a DK weight yarn, and I crochet tightly. I wasn't sure like what hook to use to. I didn't want to overcompensate and then they be too small. I just used a 4.0 hook for the first one, and the first one's a little snug, but I have been wearing them and the yarn feels like it's stretching out, so that's fine. But then the second one, I went up to a 4.5 and I got probably like this far and I set it down, and when I came back I picked up the 4.0 by mistake, so I finished it off in the 4.0. So it's still like, this is much looser at the bottom here than this one, but I mean, it's fine. The yarn is stretching out, it'll be fine. So yes, I really like these, and I feel weird because I'm wearing two different they don't match. Let's fix that, huh? So I really like these, and I think I might make another pair of fingerless gloves in black, white, and gray. Not these. It is a different pattern. So I have plenty of yarn to do it, so I think I'm going to go ahead and it's a pattern by Heart Hook Home. And so be on the lookout for that before the end of the month is over. So I think that's all I have to say about this pattern. And so that brings us to the other finished mosaic object that I have. And like I said, I can't actually show you, but I did take pictures. So this is a pattern that I tested, and she has released it so I can show you. The pattern is called Dynasty, and I have notes on my arm. Sorry. So the pattern is by Alessandra Andone. That's Andone. And she is selling this pattern in her Ravelry shop for $7 euro. I think it correlates to $7.78 or something like that US dollars. And I used a 5.5mm hook, or was it 6? No, it was a 6.0 hook. I used a 6.0 hook, and I used, it was a Mod Podge of black yarn. I had some Nako yarn that I got on clearance from Mary Maxim. I didn't have enough of that, so I used 2 skeins of Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. Was it 2 or 3? I don't remember. And I ran out of that. So then I used, I think, like a Caron Simply Soft or something to finish off the border with. And I used about 2,000 yards of the black, and I used like 1,450 yards of Big Twist Rave in the color Electric Citrus. So I don't know if I haven't already put pictures in, I will stop the video and do so now, and I'll just put like a little slideshow in as it grows. And so yeah, I'm gonna stop. Okay, I don't know if I put the thing in in between these clips or not, but anyway, I'm back. I'm not sure when I'm putting the pictures in. Future me has not decided that yet. So anyway, if you're wondering where this blanket's new home is, I shipped it off to someone who loves orange and loves dinosaurs. And that would be Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. I'm sure she'll share it with you at some point. She did open it up with me in Zoom so I could see her reaction, because I've been sitting on it. Was a secret, okay? Secret. It was top secret. She did not see me working on it. She knew I was testing a pattern, but I didn't say anything more about it. I didn't show her progress on it. I didn't show her nothing. She knew nothing about it. Everyone else in Zoom knew, though. Yep. So I've been sitting on this for a while, since I think August. August is, I think, when I started it. Yeah. So she got the box. I'm like, open it. Open it now. Actually, it showed up at her P.O. box on November 1st, I think, and she didn't go pick it up till like November 3rd or November 4th. I'm like, oh, go to your P.O. box. Get your package. Open it, lady. Yeah, I'm sure she'll share it with you guys. I'm recording this video fairly early. It's very early Thursday morning right now, and if she puts up a video before I put this up on Monday, I will put the link in the description box down below so you can go see the blanket in its full glory. You know, so you can actually see the physical blanket, because I don't have it here to actually show you. All I can show you are photos. But I want to thank Alessandra so much. I don't know if she watches or anything, but I want to thank her so much for letting me test this pattern. It's a wonderful pattern. I have never done a mosaic like this before. I have always done mosaics where it's got like the same repeats, the same pattern. So it's like a section on a piece of paper. It's just the repeat part on a big piece of paper, and then you just repeat that section over and over. For the graph anyway is what I'm referring to. So a pattern like this, you would have to print out, because it's, I can't remember how many stitches long, but you can't, my point being, every line is different. There is no set pattern. So you would have to print, it is not, I would not recommend printing out a graph. Sorry, Miko thought he was going to take the tripod with him. I would not recommend printing out a graph and working off the graph for something like this, because you would have to print out, in order to get the font big enough to actually read and work off of, you would have to print out multiple pages for, like, you know, you have to blow it up, and only so much will fit on the paper. So you would need like 3 pieces of paper to get one line of the graph in, you know what I'm saying? So I would not recommend printing out a graph and following it, and it's very hard to follow the graph on my phone. So if you don't have like a something with a large screen to read the pattern off of, like a laptop or something, I wouldn't recommend actually using the graph. I would just go with the written instructions. You could print that out and just highlight off where you left off, you know, so you wouldn't lose your spot. That would be my recommendation as far as a pattern like this and the graph for something like this, and trying to keep your place. But yes, I was working off the graph. That is what I was testing. Yeah, hardly any mistakes at all were found in the pattern. I will link where you can purchase this on Ravelry in the description box down below. If you like Mosaic, I highly recommend this one. It turned out great. I just wish I would have reversed the colors. I wish the orange would have been the background color and the dinos in black. So it looked like black silhouettes, you know, against like an orange sunrise or something. I think that would have turned out nicer, but by the time I thought of it, I was already like 40 rows in. I wasn't about to frog it and start over. I'm like, nope, we're not doing that. Yeah. Oh, so I want to thank Nancy from She's Got Yarn for sending me the electric citrus that I needed to finish this blanket, and Joe from Joe's Web for alerting me to this tester Facebook group. So basically designers like say, hey, I'm looking for testers for this, and then you can just sign up and be like, hey, I want to test it, because I would have never found this blanket probably if it hadn't been for that group. So thank you, Joe from Joe's Web, and thank you, Nancy from She's Got Yarn. Thank you to Alessandra. I'm not sure her like Facebook Messenger name is Alessandra, but on her Ravelry store it says Alexandra, so I'm not sure if it's Alessandra or Alexandra. But anyway, thank you for letting me test, and it was a lot of fun, and you do great work. And that's all I've got for you for today. So I'll see you next time. I don't know when that will be. But yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'm looking forward to sharing more crochet projects with you in the future. Okay, bye.